So I've been promising for a very long time on this channel that I'm going to share with you guys the recipes that help me heal my IBS, my PCOS, any situations down there, and help me also to manage my hormonal health. And these recipes also help heal my gut to where I don't deal with a lot of stuff anymore. These are just my recipes that work for me. Of course, I'm not a physician, but these help me. But before we get into this, first, hey friend, welcome to my channel, Green Elude Mental Gems. This channel is dedicated to leveling up in all areas of your life. So let us learn together, read together, but most importantly, grow together. Now, without further ado, let's get into this video. So I have 9 recipes for you guys, and I'm going to go through them very quick. But here's what I do. For my salads, I told you guys that I used to be a ranch, honey mustard, creamy salsa, like dressing type of girl. I love a good salad dressing. It would be very unhealthy because I would have like healthy salad, but then I'll drench it with dressings, and I'd put unhealthy salad toppings like crispy onions, crispy jalapenos, not like the real raw or authentic jalapenos, but like the fried ones and stuff like that. Throw them in there, tortilla strips. So it was not the vibes. So first thing that I learned to do was my own salad dressing. All it is olive oil. Is very simple and is good for gut. Remember that it's good for gut because I do it by the day. I don't like to do batch. That's just me. I do stuff fresh daily as I use them. So 1 tablespoon of olive oil for your salad. If it's a bigger salad, gauge your salad. How big is your salad? Sometimes I'll just put olive oil, salt, and pepper, and that's it. But for a good, healthy gut fixing, I'll do 1 tablespoon olive oil, half a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, a squeeze of lemon, some Celtic salt. I only cook with Celtic salt. I use no other salt, and you can get it in Amazon. It's the best salt out there. It has all the minerals. It's better than pink Himalayan salt. Healed me completely. Fantastic. But you put a pinch to taste also. Some people love more salt and some don't. So it depends on how much salt you can take and how much you want. But I usually do a pinch. Pinch of black pepper. I like to add a little bit of kefir. Add a teaspoon of kefir. I like to whisk everything together while adding cayenne pepper in there also. Just whisk it all together. I'm feeling extra jazzy. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of honey in there if I want a sweeter flavor, depending on the salad, because I make Asian salads also. And if I want a sweeter salad, I'll add a little bit of honey, but just a tiny bit. This is my go-to salad dressing for anything I eat. Anything I eat. Everything in there is good for you. Even the cayenne peppers. It helps burn fat and everything. It helps with the gut. Second recipe that I have is the cinnamon and clove tea. So I have this every morning. If by accident I eat a piece of clove or jewel in my rice or it's hidden in there, it's the worst taste in the world. But Haitians love cooking with it. And that's probably why in Haiti, there's a lot of illnesses they just don't have until they come here. But listen, there's so many reasons for clove tea. It helps with gas. Yes, bloating. Like you have clove and cinnamon tea. If you add a dash of ginger in there, I have ginger powder, boil it with the cinnamon stick. I tend to get cinnamon stick, but you could use powder also. And then the clove, I don't use clove powder. I like to see my clove. I'll put so the recipe for that is 1 cup of water, 3 pieces of cloves, and then I'll put a teaspoon of my ginger powder, 1 cinnamon stick. I let that boil or simmer on like medium heat, like just a simmer for like 15-20 minutes, okay, until the color changes and the cinnamon stick opens up, okay, it gets big, and then you let it cool down a little bit. If you want, you can add honey, but you're not supposed to add honey in hot drinks or too cold, just like room temperature or just warm enough, but not too, you can add your honey in there. But I also like to add a pinch of Celtic salt in there too if I'm having it in the morning because it helps rehydrate me. This helps with gut and keeps my bloat down. It helps me digest food very easily. This is one of my go-to recipes. I don't have it every day. I have it when I know I've eaten a little bit more than I should or a little rough or I'm feeling a little gassy, but especially on my period. Like the week I have my period, because my period I have pain, okay? So the cinnamon and the clove tea and all that, it helps so much with period. It helps alleviate the cramps so bad and PMS symptoms. That whole week of my period, I'll be drinking cinnamon tea. And it helps to flush. The clove tea also helps to flush out all the remaining blood that's in there. So These really, really did a number for me, this tea right there. The second recipe is the ginger and lemon tea with the 1 cup. Okay, when you're doing the cinnamon tea, I just want to say that with tea, I usually do 2 cups when I'm boiling it and then let it boil enough to reduce to 1 cup. So I like to let just a simmer though, I like to let my stuff boil, to really get the flavors out, sit in the heat for a while. But with the ginger and lemon tea, 2 cups of water, let it simmer. You cut up your ginger or use ginger powder, 1 teaspoon of ginger powder, and then you squeeze a whole half a lemon in there, and then cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is the key. It goes a long way. If you want to just boost it up even more, you add ACV, like a teaspoon of ACV, and then you can put your honey once it, gets room temperature. Good in the morning, good at night to help bloating too, gut microbiome. Just fantastic tea recipe. My fourth recipe this one is not food. This recipe is more so deodorant. Okay, so what it is using baking soda as a deodorant. It's simple, it's chemical free, and it helps combat body odor. Baking soda absorbs the moisture, but too much of it can irritate the skin, so you want to do it right. And so to make your mixture, you mix 1/8 of a teaspoon, not a lot, of baking soda with a little bit of water. Without dissolving the baking soda in the water, rub the mixture into your armpit. That's it. Rub it. Simple fix. You don't got to do nothing after that. Just leave it all day. It's going to absorb that moisture and stuff. Next is the rubbing alcohol, which is another hack. All you do is fill a spray bottle with alcohol and spritz your underarms with it. Take it with you where you go. Take it with you where you go. If you're feeling you need to re-up when you go to the bathroom, spray, wipe, you're good. But you can put rose water and stuff, even a little bit of lemony zest flavor if you want. You can put some zest in there. So next recipe is the kefir smoothie. I do a smoothie in the morning often. Recipe is like the kefir, 1 cup of kefir, teaspoon of moringa powder, nutritional yeast. I use Dr. Berg's nutritional yeast. Put my fruits, which is usually pineapple, frozen pineapple, and I'll use coconut milk, and then I'll put like 1 or 2 dates in there. I love dates in my smoothies. That's it. The kefir, y'all know how good kefir is. It is amazing. Like, you need kefir. I put it in salad dressings. I put it in my smoothies. I cook with kefir, okay? My next recipe is the okra lemon water. So this one is a Haitian thing, okay? So it reverses even diabetes, helps with gut, weight loss, insulin, lowers your insulin. So low. A lot of people have treated and cured their IBS with that. If you're pregnant, it helps your labor be so easy. Like, you probably won't even need epidural, just push that thing right out. But it helps lowers your insulin and bloating too. And it's so fresh. So what I'll do, my recipe, I'll get fresh okra. You clean it really well with like a baking soda or whatever. Make sure you clean it really well. And then you just cut off the top part or whatever. You chop it up. Sometimes if I'm feeling extra lazy, I'll just split it in half, split the okra in half. I'll use about 6 of those, or 3 to 4, depending on a large cup. Fill it with water, squeeze some lemons in there, squeeze some lemon juice, and then you let it sit for like an hour or 2, or you let it sit overnight in the fridge, and then in the morning I would have it. It helped me tremendously with my gut, and it's so natural. You don't even have to take a pill if you have high insulin. And my next is the garlic and honey, where I swear by it was my first love. This was my first introduction into herbally healing myself. So I had parasites. I was a sushi girl. I had parasites because I was a raw sushi eater. Like, I love sushi. I was obsessed with sushi. Although I eat kosher, I loved raw sushi. I didn't eat shrimp or anything like that. So I'm like, I'm not eating shrimp or crustaceans and all that. So I'm good. No, the salmon too, the tuna, all of that. And it just was bad. Over time, I had a lot of parasites. So I wanted to do a parasite cleanse because I noticed a lot of the symptoms. I did a parasite test and I was like, yeah, I have parasites. And so the number one thing that cured that for me in my gut and helped, because parasites make you crave foods that you don't want to eat. It makes you depressed. It changes your mood. It irritates you. And most of your cravings come from parasites. And I was just craving all the bad foods for myself, which was not making my gut any easier. And parasites are pretty horrific to kill, in the sense that if you do like a parasite cleanse using pills, you can feel so sick, get so nauseous, like you want to die. You get a flu, you get stuff going on your face. So I don't like to do the pills. The garlic and honey, doesn't make you go through all that, and it still kills them. But on an empty stomach, you take one garlic clove, you crush it first with a knife, and then you let it sit for a minute or so to let it oxidize, I guess. I just see that's how everybody said to do it. And like I said, I'm not a doctor. And then I chop it up finely, chop it up, and then I put it in my tablespoon measurement cup and I pour honey over it. And then I just take it like that. I started to love the taste. It's weird. I'm a Mediterranean type of diet type of girl, so I love garlicky stuff too. So, but the honey really helps. And if you want to activate even further, you can put it instead in a little cup, and then you put half a lemon, you squeeze half a lemon, honey, and the garlic, and you just drink it like it's juice, I guess. But don't chew the garlic. Don't chew a whole garlic or whatever with the honey. Just chop it up, mince, swallow it without even thinking. Chop it up really, really thinly. I did that for 2 weeks. I would recommend you do it 2 weeks, for about 2 weeks. Take a break and then do it again. I'd say about a month or two of a break. I just don't overdo anything. That's just me. But some people, like my best friend's father, like he just does these things like every day consistently and stuff. Perfect health. So you can do them every day, I guess. But me, because of my history with like leaky gut, IBS, I'm just very cautious when I do anything. I try to avoid doing anything for too long. I always give my body a break to, give it a break. Next and the last is the golden milk recipe. So golden milk is turmeric. I don't make it from scratch. So I have my powder form, which I'll show you the brand that I use, and you can get it on Amazon. Use the golden milk, use it as it is instructed. So the way I do it, I take the powder and put 3 dates in a blender with coconut milk. You have to do it with coconut milk, which is fat. Do about 1.5 cups, because I just like a big cup of tea. A teaspoon of the turmeric, the golden milk, and then all the golden milk is turmeric, black pepper, ginger, just good stuffs in there. I'll put the ingredients up here for you guys that they just mix together. And then I only drink it at night. I only drink it like an hour before bed, and it helps with inflammation, mental fog, puts you right to sleep. Like right an hour before bed, you're knocked out and you're sleeping like a baby, okay? Blend it with the dates because it's recommended, and it makes it sweet naturally, and it makes it creamy. And then I'll heat it up on the stove literally for a minute, a singular minute, like let it heat up and foam up to the top a little bit, and then turn off the stove and put it in your cup. Like delicious. And not just that, but you wake up, you're not bloated, your skin is fresh, your sleep. Like I check my sleep on my Fitbit, and my sleep score is always in the 90s or higher whenever I have the golden milk. These are the recipes that really changed the game for me, that did it for me. I have other stuff like for skin, but let me know if you guys are interested in that, and then I'll add it to my list if you guys are interested in my skin care recipes also, because I do a lot of natural skincare, a lot of natural hair care too. Like don't be fooled. Okay? Underneath it all, don't be fooled, boo-boo, okay? Don't be fooled. But I do take care of stuff to just try to do the natural way. Make sure I'm good. Even how I oil my face. I used to use a lot of creams and stuff on my skin, but now I just use oil. It's just so much benefits of not just olive oil, but avocado oil, coconut oil, grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, castor oil. Oh, castor oil is a staple in the Haitian community. And there's so many recipes I have with castor oil alone. I'll give you guys this, but y'all can comment below if y'all want to know different oils and how I use them. But when my mother passed away, one of the things that helped, because there's something called clove or saisissement, like shock. Clove, I don't know how to say clove in English. But it's like when someone dies, Haitians just naturally, it's in our DNA. If you were born in Haiti, like we're dramatic with death, very dramatic, as we should be, especially if it's someone really close to you. So we're like, it's the end of the world, right? So when my mom passed away, my best friend at the time, her mother did this remedy for my sister and myself to get us out of the clove, out of the shock, right? She took the castor oil and ground coffee beans. She mixed the castor oil with it, Haitian pure coffee and Haitian pure castor oil. She mixed it together, made each of us, me, my sister, and my brother, take a tablespoon. It worked instantly. I don't know why that worked, but it worked. I took it I was able to sleep because I thought there's no way I was going to sleep that night. That was the first night we heard. I said, there's no way I'm going to sleep. And I slept. I don't know what it did. It just calmed me all the way down. But it's something you take when you feel crise, and it prevents other stuff. But it's just so much medicinal things and everything that we use. Just comment below if you guys want them. And again, I'll say it again, please check with your doctor, because yeah, these things work for me and they're pretty like healthy. But you know, people can have allergic reactions or something might not work for them. Everybody's body is different. So take every information you do with a grain of salt and pray over everything that you do. Even a message that you're hearing from me, my message might not be for you. It might be for someone else, you know? So pray that, hey, Lord, is this message that Kareen is giving, is this applied to me? Can I use these products? Can I do this or whatever? And then, you know, love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. And please comment below any more questions you have. And check out my health playlist. I have a health playlist with all the health videos I've done so far on even like BV, yeast infections, candida overgrowth, all of these things. I have so many more videos coming for you guys. So check out my health playlist. I love you guys so much. Thumbs up this video. Until next time. Mwah.